Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at this kind of orzhov tempo discard sorta deck. I don't quite know what to call it, but it's been one of the stronger things I've made. Anyway, at least across the first 12 games, a 75% win rate, so I thought I'd do a video on it, with some good hand hate getting printed into standard with, namely Deep Cavern Bat. This is just very good. Love to play a 2-drop that can snipe things out of people's hands, and is also just a healer's hawk. Like, great stat line and stuff. That card plus Aclazotz also just kind of hitting people's hands, spitting out bad tokens or whatever, also one of the better flip clauses on the Ixalan gods. Yeah, those two things made me interested in revisiting, like hand hate or hand disruption as a major or like primary deck plan. We also got Hopeless Nightmare, of course, which is just a very efficient piece of discard. And then yeah, aside from the discardy things in black, we are also playing Invasion of Gobekhan and Anointed Peacekeeper, just to have another layer or another set of cards that mess with people's hands. Yeah, they're just, Peacekeeper in particular is nice if people have multiple of things, because it will tax each instance of those, so that can be handy. And aside from that stuff, we're mostly playing like a bunch of removal or interaction in like Lily and the Wandering Emperor to go for the threats to cutdowns. We are playing a playset of Ruin Lurker Bats, one of the few things that's not like interaction of some type. And this is just because it is an efficient 1-drop that can flip Invasion of Gobekhan pretty easily or pretty reliably, just like a nice evasive thing that we can pair with the Deep Cavern Bat, send both of those at Gobekhan, flip it over, and we will get the Light Shield Array that can start growing our flying lifelinkers into proper threats, and they can also, the Light Shield Array can also like protect the Deep Cavern Bat from getting sniped and giving them back an Atali or something. So that's kind of the basic game plan of just like lots of interaction, lots of hand hate and stuff, and just tempo them out with little threats that grow into big threats. We are playing 3 Wedding Announcements as well, just for like card advantage and draw and stuff. Generic value card, nothing super fancy in the mana, 3 Restless Fortresses and the Channel Lands, kind of as per usual, and yeah. That's more or less the deck. If you like the deck tech and like the video and all that, click like, subscribe, etc. Ring the bell. I don't know, I never remember to tell people to ring the bell. I don't know if that actually matters. Click buttons anyway. Thanks, and let's get on to some actual gameplay. Sure, I'll take this hand. It's not like super splashy or anything, but Nightmare on 1, Deep Cavern Bat on 2, Wedding Announcement on 3 is fine. Generic discard like the Nightmares is actually better later in the game, where it's more likely to hit something good and not just like a land. But this is fine, or like, you know, we can still, hitting a land or something can still cause issues. Blue. So reverse is like counterspell.deck, or, you know, mono blue tempo or whatever. Oh, Simic. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what we're dealing with. Oh. Neat. I like it. Automaton's one of the scarier things there? The Automaton or the Wormlet? Yeah, not sure if either of those is super duper correct, or like more correct than the other. The Wormlet scales up slower than the Automaton, I guess is the thought, although it does heal them, so that can be a little bit awkward. Our clock's not super fast, so I'm kind of assuming that we will pull into other cards that will help deal with the situation and establish a stronger clock, or just like help us do more. I committed to this really quickly. The Zoetic Glyph on the Ginger Brute is maybe a concern now that I'm thinking about it, because, yeah, the Ginger Brute can be evasive, and is now a 5/4. I briefly built a Zoetic Glyph deck. I don't think I tried Ginger Brute in it. I do like that interaction. Maybe we take one hit. They can't pay for the evasion right now, and they probably will be able to on future turns. We do pull the Emperor. Great. Yeah, so the thought was just that if we were to stumble and not draw an answer, we would want to not kind of arbitrarily take 5. Or like not, yeah, needlessly take 5. But we do draw an answer, so yeah, hold up the Emperor. Emperor. Oh, Sir Ginger. Love a happy couple on the battlefield. So yeah, I assume Ginger Brute pay for the evasion ability. We let all this stuff happen. What's the language on you again? Put into a graveyard. Okay. So we're fine here to exile the Ginger Brute, and Sir Ginger won't get swole. She will get trample and haste and stuff, but that's fine. She gets it, you know, during combat or whatever, which is less relevant. Zoetic Cliff spins into a teething wormlet. Relatively good hit for the opponent. We'll just take this. Okay, so we would like to play out a land, play out a wedding announcement. Let's see what our Hopeless Nightmare hits. A land. Wow. Why don't we actually... Normally I'd put the counter on the bat, I think, but I don't know, just being able to punch through stuff seems nice. Then the wedding announcements trigger, draw some cards. I wish they were non-land cards. We would like to draw non-lands at this point in the game. I guess we're probably cracking our Hopeless Nightmares. Cause yeah, we could just use stuff.
Years of training for this.
Okay, more land. Yeah, I don't really like doing the Restless Fortress yet. I guess theoretically I should respect the idea that they can mill me, but I don't think it matters. These hits are pretty mid. I think I like the cut down just because it can take out Sir Ginger and dealing with a 3-1 seems helpful. I am less sold on the bat because they are a deck that's going to just play out anything that's good or like worth playing out pretty quickly. So yeah. Field of Ruin, okay. Another reason not to activate the Restless Fortress there. They're doing this in response to... Oh yeah, this fucks up my scry, doesn't it? Sorry, this is not a May, we have to do this, so we do lose the cut down. I mean, I guess we can Hopeless Nightmare in response. If, okay, Arena's just like, no, you get a bat. Great. Love getting punished for not slow rolling on full control. Anyway, yeah, I guess I will be more responsible this time and, do this. I'm not that concerned about taking some damage here just because we do have lifelinkers, that help offset the opponent's clock. Invasion of Gobekon. I'll take it. It's not flawless, but we can flip it really easily with the human token. If they have counter magic, we can... God damn it. I was gonna say we can pay for most counter spells. Most of the soft counters that people tend to run in Standard. But unfortunately, they are playing a good and proper counterspell, so, you know. I'll keep this just because it is a proper magic card, or like a non-land card. Yeah, we're kind of flooding in an awkward way this game, but we do have flyers, and like our evasion on full display here. doing some good work. They do no... words are hard. They no longer have the mana to eat Sir Ginger, so they are dead in the air. Technically we don't need to block this. I'm gonna just cuz. And then we go vroom vroom with a bat and they die. Good games to the opponent. I do genuinely appreciate playing against something other than Esper Control. Or I was playing, not this deck, during stream earlier, and I just got like 10 Esper Control games back to back, and... yeah, anyway, good games. If we draw a white source, this hand is fine? I don't know, sure. This might be the first loss of the video, we'll see. It's a goofy hand, but also we do get to just chain Hopeless Nightmares, and yeah, if we draw a white source, which we probably will, or ideally will, or whatever, then the wedding announcement is online. We're into mono red, so we would like to... okay. So we do get that white source we needed. It's almost like I built the mana base properly or something. Not that that's terribly hard in Standard, but anyway, you can make decisions based on knowing that you built the mana base properly. And that you will probably be able to cast things by the time you can cast them. Good sentence, me. Listen, I'm still sick. Or I'm still, yeah, we're still chugging along. Lots of live hits. The squee is a little bit awkward, or like it's the best thing in their deck to discard because it can be replayed. But we do get, like, an actual creature and a play with fire out of them, so, you know, not too shabby. Get the wedding announcement ticking. I don't like taking another Felden hit, but... I think we need to get some board presence happening. No blocks. I will simply take 6 and go oof owie. Oh, how do we want to do this? Lily is interesting, not... She was probably better, like, last turn or whatever. I think we're fine just saying, hey, sack a creature.
I've always hated crowds.
I guess this does give them squee, although we can block squee now. Right, this... oh no, they're one-off squee. Kamano, bye Lily. Kamano has so much text.
Fine. I know when I'm not
like
wanted.
Kamano. No blocks. The thought there is just that, boy, it would be nice to have a relevant board, that can block things. That seems pretty cool and good. Yeah. They're very much doing the mono-red thing, or like a small saving grace for us is that they... Boy, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that they have, they were stuck on 2 when I was talking about the squee line. Yeah, saving grace is that they've been stumbling on mana, which gives us some room to do stuff. They exile a bunch off of Felden, which is not great, of course, but... Monstrous Rage? No, they keep the thing that can punch my face. Yeah, we get Aclazotz. We don't hit a lot of lifelink this game, which is unfortunate. Because it's one of our best tools against mono-red. Like all our stupid little bats and stuff that can swing in and gain us some life. Or once the wedding announcements flip and they're 2/2 lifelinkers or whatever, tends to be pretty good and useful. We might be dead to just like a Kamano or whatever here. No, not yet, anyway. They might be one of those jerks that's holding up a play with fire or whatever, because people don't value anyone's time on Arena. Yeah, that's one of the few things that I think is just like awful manners or whatever. If you have lethal, do it. Kill me. Our opponent doing a think, I guess. Okay. I'd like to kill Godric, please, because Godric's scary. And then this happens. If they have anything, we're dead. So it doesn't, yeah. Cut down, better late than never, I guess. Hopeless Nightmare, clap, 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 clap. Wandering Emperor is pretty good. We would also like land for Aclazotz. They definitely can escape Squee, and yeah. Normally I like being more aggressive, but we're on one, and we're very much playing on borrowed time. And there's the burn from the opponent. We die! Woo! So yeah, we just need to, that very goofy starting hand with all the nightmares, very much kind of backfiring, although not in the way I expected, just in that we really just needed like a bit more interaction, the Emperor a turn sooner or whatever, a bit more like pressure, interaction stuff to avoid getting so low. Good games to the opponent. Sure. Hand is a little bit slow. We don't have anything super proactive to do aside from chip away at them with the Nightmare. But Lily on the play is reasonably good, and we're a smidge land heavy, but we have Aclazotz in hand, which is our most expensive card if I am, remembering everything correctly, so, you know. If we're going to have a land heavy-ish hand, good card to have. Hopeless Nightmare, making our opponent do a think right off the bat. Enchantments. Okay, this, we might be in danger, I'm not sure. It depends on if we can grab some removal and stuff. They're having a slow start too, that's good. They're having a slow start. Do we want Lily down more than the Peacekeeper? Probably not. Do this, slow them down. Lots of stuff. We get to stop them. Treat this like we get to stop them from playing one thing. The correct answer then is probably the Jukai Naturalist, because the Jukai Naturalist can help them play down Calyx, and it can also let them go like Michiko or Audacity into Michiko. So, yeah, the other, I think, argument, or the other thing that I think is a good-ish hit there is Calyx, just because it's the strongest card in their hand, but, I don't like giving them a lot of room to maneuver, whereas doing this, we encourage them more to, like, drip out pressure, and then we can Lily downtick, eat something, whereas the Naturalist lets them develop more aggressively. I think I explained all that more or less properly. This is why I like discard and stuff. Or this is why I think it's interesting, is you get to think through lines in advance, kind of in an interesting way. So I think we just Lily here, because they have a 5/3 trample now, and yeah, letting them play out Calyx and do Calyx things for free seems bad. They do draw a card off of Audacity. And they get the Kami back because it was enchanted. Yeah, we either want like a land for Aclazotz or just interaction removal and things. There's Calyx, hi. Land for the opponent, okay. If we're not drawing interaction and stuff, I will take this.
Don't overthink things.
We'll do this because it'll let us know. They'll throw away whatever the worst card in their hand is to Lily's discard, and then that makes the odds of us picking correctly or well or whatever with what we have left, the two bats. That makes that a little bit more likely. They're certainly doing a think. They toss the Kami of Transience, understandable. What's the language on you again? Each end step from the battlefield. Okay, so Kami of Transience won't get anything out of us just plucking things from their hand. So... yeah, sorry, Jukai Naturalist again I think is important to not let them have. Weirdly, I think Audacity is also pretty correct to take. Just because we can throw stuff under Calyx in the meantime. Do we want to do that? They are at 12, we have 2 damage in the air. No Naturalists at the moment to offset lifelinky stuff. The dog makes Lily awkward. They're scaling up, so we would really like a Wandering Emperor or something. Yeah, I think we just throw the Peacekeeper under this. Oh, or we let them kill Lily. I don't hate letting them kill Lily. Just because tempo. Or like we're not really getting a lot of... I mean, we can kill the Spirited Companion. I don't really know if that's worth trading for our Peacekeeper. It's not super material at this point. Or the Visitor, I guess, either way. I guess maybe I want them to make a decision about this. Yeah.
The others can deal
I'll
with
be back.
you.
With... Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Lily gets the Visitor. Interesting. Aclazotz happens. Bing bong, the opponent goes to 10. Kind of surprised they gave us the Visitor just because the Visitor helps them scale up. Oh, Jukai Naturalist, it is a problem. Oh, I will take Alex here. This is... yep. Ain't no question. We can also flip Aclazotz off of this. So yeah, they... the Jukai Naturalist is the big problem, really. Hey! Oh, right, no, sorry, it's 6 power. I was all excited for a second. I guess I will just, do this. Get in with the bats, hold up the cut down. Michiko's flips, which is good. Yeah, the Jukai Naturalist getting... that's part of why I blocked Calyx, too, is I didn't want them copying Michiko's to target the Jukai Naturalist, which would screw up our combat math real... something real fierce. Do this while we can, I guess. I mean, maybe they don't... like, we can also get Calyx there. I'm almost certainly supposed to attack first before playing out the wedding announcement as a side note. But I didn't, and we're here now. Wandering Emperor. Great. Would've... we could have gotten this 1 or 2 turns earlier. That would have been very helpful. Because, yeah, they are going to lifelink a bunch here. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to cut down Calyx over the Kami of Transients. I don't know if it super duper matters, or like, I guess it might. Yeah, getting another Jukai Naturalist is awkward. Play out a land. Do a big honk honk. Do we need to... I don't know. I was gonna say, I hope we draw into a blocker. A blocker or supporting removal. We're kind of flooding here, which is not great. 6, drop down to 5.
Finally, I'm home. My judgment is final.
Alive on 2. Oh, we have lethal? No, wait, sorry. Restless Fortress is not actually on the battlefield. That's real clunky. Yeah, not killing Calyx was definitely a big mistake this game. That's unfortunate. I'm wondering if there's... Oh no, sorry. I don't know why I was, I played this messy. For some reason I wasn't thinking about that. Listen, sometimes you do a dumb. We murder them. Bing bang bong. Evasive flyers, they're really good. Woo! Or like evasive creatures, they kill people. I played that game fairly messy, or like, yeah, just not cutting down Calyx. I think that one turn was a mistake that I kind of autopiloted through or whatever. Aside from that, though, we're able to just outpressure them thanks to the life linkers, like keeping our life total high enough. And yeah, we're able, we slow them down too by like eating things out of hand with the bats, so, you know, that's nice. We do our thing and we get there, we win. Good games to the opponent. I'll take this hand. Just real hateful hand. Like, gonna hold up the cut down, actually, just cause. Seems relevant to my interests. We're versus the, like, Gruul combat trick deck that I think is quite bad. I think there's, it did well in, like, a Magic Online tournament or something, which is, I think, where most people got it from, or it directly or otherwise. And I think Arena, especially Best of 1, is meaner than Magic Online. Or, like, yeah. I just think there's not a lot of reason to go Gruul over, words are hard, just staying mono red. I mean, we watch them still murder us because, you know, aggro deck is still aggro deck. So we can do Lily here. We can also double Hopeless Nightmare and just eat their hand. We can also just double Hopeless Nightmare and eat their hand. That leaves us vulnerable a little bit to a top-decked, I don't know, Picnic Ruiner. We get a Boseiju. Other Swift Spear, so their hand was bad. So that kind of line of action sort of low-rolled in a weird way. In this case, or like this board position, just Anointed Peacekeeper. I was going to do something funny for a second, but should probably at least name a card that they're actually playing. I guess a Monstrous Rage. The problem with naming the cheap stuff like Ancestral Anger or Monstrous Rage or whatever is just the tax doesn't matter here when they're at 4 mana. So by naming Picnic Ruiner or something, we at least, oh, it doesn't work on the adventure? Boo. Okay. Well, we'll do this. Do this, play out the Lily, eat the Swift Spear. We do take 3 here, which I don't love, but at least kind of thins out their board or whatever. Or like, yeah, takes them down to 0.
Sacrifices must be made.
Picnic Ruiner happens. Awkward draws, sort of. Why can't I think of any cards in Magic right now? Sorry, Ulamog, just do an Eldrazi or something. We're both empty-handed, so uptick Lily.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Audacity is really good, which is annoying. That is one of their best possible draws here. Because, yeah, we will die if we don't block it. And we certainly can't throw enough shit under it to kill it, like to survive the first strike damage. Just wondering whether or not keeping the bat is a thing. I think we just do this. Hooray, I can do basic math. We survive at 1. Nuke the Picnic Ruiner.
I'm not interested. One of your friends has to leave.
Do this. Do this. Do this and look for just anything really awkward for this matchup. Invasion of Gobekon, I would normally be more excited. I don't know, maybe? Restless Fortress is one of the bad ones, right? Or it's like, I guess we'll Invasion of Gobekon. Because yeah, with Restless Fortress we can flip it semi-easily, or like semi-quickly. Okay. Go back down to 1, so very glad I attacked with the bat there. Oh god, you're expensive though, aren't you? Why? Why? Don't think we want more Invasion of Gobekons. I think we would just... I don't know. Feeling really indecisive, sorry. That'll happen when you're at 1. Keep a bat. Yeah, okay. And then I would like to Fortress here. And do this. Yeah, I don't love this, but we do heal up. Makes us dead to a... I don't know, Swift... Or not a Swift Spear, sorry, like a Monstrous Rage on the Kamano. Or if it's a Lightning Strike too, that would just get us. I do think flipping the Light Shield Array is just quite important though, because it helps our lifelinkers matter. Kicked Yavimaya Iconoclast. Okay. Yeah, we're dead on board. Needed to, I don't know, just draw more interaction or whatever, or like, yeah, be draw higher impact cards. The Emperor in particular. The Emperor or Aclazotz there do a lot. We hit our like 1-drops and 2-drops at a point in the game where their top decks beat our 1-drops and 2-drops, so it's like, it just feels really bad to like scry that stuff away and then draw a land, so, but it's maybe more correct to dig for things. I don't know. I'll take this hand, it's fine-ish. Just Ruin Lurker, Bat on 1 into Bat plus Nightmare on 2. Boy, this Veto avatar is something. It is got some kind of energy. Don't call him a pedophile, don't call him a pedophile. No, just, yeah, that smile. Anyway, Hopeless Nightmare. Yeah, sorry, I'm still kind of sick and just real, I don't know, my energy this recording has been plummeting, so I'm just trying to get across the finish line, as it were. We're versus Lesnia enchantments? Not great. At least Lily can take care of a thing. Sure. So, yeah, Lily plus some interaction, decent enough for us, or like, I'll take it.
I win, you're telling me.
So the Generous Visitor goes straight to the graveyard, and we pass back to our opponent. Blossoming Sands. It's still wild to me that the Gain lands show up in Ranked, or like at Mythic Ranked, but yeah, anyway. Our opponent just going to jam a Jukai Naturalist or something, I say, trying to vamp and fill time. Circle of Confinement? Okay. That's like just bad tempo, but sure. Each player discards a card, we will toss our Caves of Coelios.
Overthink.
Or Coelus. Our opponent chucks an actual magic card in Michika's Reign of Truth. And we will end turn, scry for... I don't know if I like the Deep Cavern Bat here. I really would like an Aclazotz or a Emperor or something. Even a wedding announcement or whatever. Yeah, like maybe we're supposed to keep it if they... The big risk with keeping it too, or like one of the risks with keeping it, is that they just play out a bunch of cards this turn, and then we have nothing, then we're doing nothing. Sure? I'm okay. I'm confused why this is the play. Scry for things with Hopeless Nightmare. Keep the Emperor top. Not really an interesting game, or like not really a great game in the sense that our opponent just kind of fell apart. But yeah. Yeah, they have removal that just is not efficient, and we are set up to punish them. But yeah, sorry. There are days when I would cut that game. Today I'm tired. And I'd like to be done recording. So yeah, sorry for the slightly anticlimactic finish, but that's going to be this deck for today. So yeah, we do some things. We didn't really get any Esper or any Ramp or whatever, which I think this deck punishes really effectively, or can, just because they tend to have big expensive things in hand, or like Ramp Facilitators or whatever, and discarding those, or like stopping a Sunfall or something from resolving, tends to be pretty cool and good. So yeah, we didn't really have that come up today, but that's, I think, one of the major spots where this deck shines. And that's enough rambling, I guess. I don't know if there was more I wanted to say. I thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.